Вітаю всіх, друзі! Ви на каналі Шатровий, мене звуть Дмитро, і ми продовжуємо сьогодні грати в Hogwarts Legacy. Так, подивимося, що нам піднесе ця гра сьогодні. Так, знайти свою гостинну треба. Давайте спробуємо. Так, ну...
Which way is the common room?
Я ще не знаю, як нам пройти. Будемо слідувати вказникам. А це що таке? А, треба замок. Першого рівня. Ну, добре.
Must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Ты что-то сказала, блядь? Странно. Странно, я говорю. Кого странно, блядь? 5-й курс, самый сок.
It's that new 5th year.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
А как мне вот это ей представиться?
Every year. Worst headmaster Hogwarts has ever seen. No ability to have at all pupils whatsoever.
Здорово.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Правда, это было ужасно, это была пара пустяков. Это было правда. Пусть все знают, с какого района я прилетел.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Так, приятно было познакомиться. Что говорят о моем пути сюда? Ты не боишься высоты, да? Ты когда-нибудь видела дракона? Моего дракона. Ладно. Так. Не знаю, стоит ли затягивать вообще вот эти все диалоги. Давай о моем пути спросим.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
Приятно было познакомиться.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Так, добре. Одна подруга у нас вже є.
Suppose in all fairness, one should be
Це що, Герміона?
working. Ugh.
Кресіда. Блюм.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated
Это
spell.
какой-то-
I should be able to do it non-verbally.
Ладно,
Why
не
is
буду.
this not working? Ugh. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
Он меня учил? Вовсе нет. Это правда.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Так, не сомневаюсь, у тебя все получится. Наверное, тебе нужна практика. Тебе надо больше тренироваться.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Желаю удачи. Остальное
Well,
даже
good
читать
luck
не
with
буду.
it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Так. Йдемо далі. Подивимось, хто в нас там останній. Гарету.
How much longer do you think
Гарету.
we had last?
Правильно, наверное, так.
I have family
Представьтесь,
in America.
Гарету.
Wonder if I could transfer to Ilvermorny
Here,
and come back.
have a sip. Go on. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Так, наверное, здорово. Должно быть тебе некомфортно, значит, ты можешь делать все, что захочешь. Должно быть тебе некомфортно.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year, keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well, and she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Приятно было познакомиться.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Так,
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
добре.
Stop by the owlery. Far too long
Так, а
since
це
I
що
felt
таке?
at home.
А, можно поесть яблочко. Прикольно. Но здесь можно взаимодействовать, короче, с чем хочешь. Не будем особо вникать там вот эти все диалоги, ну типа больше развивать. Музыка. Такое что-то. Так как быстрее пойдем приключения смотреть. Так, щось якісь просіди.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Круто.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This
Мать, ты
way.
сдурела? Какой учиться, блядь? То бишь, блядь, я учился в школе, учился, блядь, в технаре, учился в универе, блядь, и теперь я скачал Хогвартс. Я скачал Хогвартс, и теперь я должен, блядь, учиться в Хогвартсе. На в ебучку, блядь. Ну какой, блядь, учиться? Мать, не гони.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Дай на метле полетать, да, блядь, девок полапать. Алло, мать. Какой учиться?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Добре.
Ah,
Блядь.
simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Так а що зробити? Не, я понял, что она дала. А как его открыть, активировать?
Revelio.
Ревелью, блядь, я забыл. Собрать. Так, портрет какой-то. Баруфио. А, ну понятно, что на этом портрете типа изображено, там бла-бла-бла. Ясно. Ну, хорошо. Это что? Заработайте очки, короче. І кудись їх потратьте. Ага. Это мой уровень волшебства, да? Ну, понятно, опыт. Угу. Меню испытаний. Так. Угу. Ну, короче, такое обучение у нас будет. Там бой, задания, исследования, всякие страницы. Какие-то выручай комнаты еще. Это все нужно изучать, исследовать, там, повышать свой уровень. Ну, понятно. Ну и за это будем получать награды. Ну, стандартная хуйня. Ясно. По ходу разберемся.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
You should be more careful.
А когда мы уже будем кричать Волан-де-Морт хуйло? Ой, опять проседает что-то. Так, замок еще
No
там.
time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Да хорошо, мать. Короче, нужен какой-то первый уровень, чтобы взламывать замки. И тогда будет все круто. Ну, пубатим.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Допустим. Угу. А, то есть мне еще нужно будет крылья выбирать, вот эти, ну, крыло, блядь. Куда мне нужно, типа, переместиться, там всякие. Там южное крыло, там зал, блядь. Угу. А, типа, вот сюда мне отправиться. Можно сразу переместиться. Ну, я понял, типа, точки быстрого перемещения еще будут. Ну, не знаю, по замку, нужны ли они. Мне кажется, лучше так побегать, посмотреть вокруг. Ну, таке собі. Ладно, подивимось. Не, я понимаю, там между Хогвартсом и какой-то там деревушкой где-то еще там перемещаться, типа, можно.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Пиздец, мать. Мы быстрее
You can
пешком
get
дошли,
almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
чем сколько я ждал загрузку, блядь. Я уже просто час ночи, я записываю вам этот видос и хочу спать. А мать меня гоняет по вот этим учреждениям.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Ну, хорошо.
I still can't believe that girl.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Дякую.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Не знаю, что и правду ответить или нет. Так и есть.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
Oh,
Speak of the devil.
Fig.
Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Добре. Ну, було б краще, якщо б його звали професор Фак, а не Фіг. Фак. Професор.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Не волнуйтесь, сэр. Надеюсь, мне удалось не проболтаться. Не волнуйтесь.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about her travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Добре. Так, нове завдання. Угу. Добре. Ага, ебать. Еще некоторые задания типа будут заблокированы, если там я не изучил какое-то заклинание, либо еще что-то. И мне, сука, придется учиться все же. Давай вот это.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Я пошел, фак. Добро пожаловать в Хогвартс. Ну окей. Ага. Ну это типа нам будет показывать, куда идти. Угу. Ну окей. Хотя я и на карте вижу. Блин. Что-то прям жуть как подлагивает. Не, ну как, ну местами просто проседает. То ли у меня так прогружает, то ли плохо оптимизировано для ПК. Незрозуміло. Ты войдешь? Ой. 5 FPS заказывали.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Так, изучаем новое заклинание. Левиосо. Так, ну погнали. Добре.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast.
Угу.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Ну ладно. Сейчас, подожди. Это у нас типа можно поменять, да? Ой, нет. А как? На Б.
Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Ну ладно.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Ну, начинаем. Если не просядет FPS. Разъёбан.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Protego. Complicates things. Levioso.
I enjoy live duel. If only all of my students were this adept.
Разъёбан.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All
Добре.
right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
А что это за девочка?
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Не понял. Короче, можно типа побазарить.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Ну ладно. Так, тут тоже нужен замок. Ну и идем, короче, отсюда в...
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Далеко не первая, это моя первая дуэль. Далеко не первая.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Звучит интригующе, звучит подозрительно. Подозрительно.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Ладно. Увидимся. Так. Завдання завершили.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Добре. Так, а это у нас...
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Что это горит? Хз. Я пока не знаю. Думаю, потом узнаем. Так, отправляемся дальше. В класс заклинаний.
What do you mean, did? I am insulted to my soul, completely and utterly mortified.
Блядь, что-то прям проседает FPS. О, призраки.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Починаємо завдання.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Для какой?
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Акцію. Зрозуміло.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Найс заняття. Говорить, ну на сегодня хватит.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. Hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm?
Ну, конечно, а кого еще? Что делать, дед?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Very good. Happens to the best of us.
А, типа нужно остановить?
That's it.
Так я ж нажал. А, или что мне надо нажать? Я не пойму. Подожди, сложно.
Excellent control there.
Ну, допустим. Я просто не сразу понял, какую кнопку нужно отпустить.
Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Добре.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Добре.
Here we go.
Ля какая.
There we go.
Stay focused.
Let us.
Треба раніше. Не, ну она охуевшая, слышь.
Splendid.
Watch this.
Ну, блейд.
Oh dear.
Це сложно. Дуже сложно. Та ну и хер с ней. Победила, молодец.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Не, ну так нечестно, она всегда будет на 30 попадать.
Very good.
Here we go. There we go.
Ну ладно. Чекаємо.
Watch this. Yes! Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Стой! Сучка!
Happens to the best of us.
Это было близко. Но я бы выиграл.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Хорошо. Повезло тебе, конечно. Я бы тебе показал, что такое акция. Я справлюсь.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Приятно познакомиться.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
So inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Так, є. Це ми зробили. Так, ну що, друзі, давайте на цьому ми завершимо. Уже в наступній серії я постараюсь зробити настройки, налаштування. Возможно, получится мне как-то эти все проседы убрать в следующей серии. Ну и там посмотрим уже, что нас будет там ожидать. Так що, усім дякую за увагу, підписуйтесь на канал, ставте сподобайки і до нових зустріч!